Why did you start I Bumped Into?
Um, yeah, look, someone once actually told me that I have a face for radio. Um, and then only clicked later that it was actually an insult, you know? Um, yeah, when I think about that. So, look, on a serious note, I'm an avid podcast listener. And I've always had this passion for creating and editing ever since I was in high school, where I'd like edit family videos, slap music in the background to bring out the emotion in the video. So starting this podcast is actually me going back to my passions and basically setting my life on fire again, you know? This is actually overlaid by two major reasons as well. So, number one, I have this passion for people. Like, seriously, I'm that guy you don't want to sit next to on a plane because we will converse and we will go deep. So, self development is a major theme that you'll begin to pick up in the podcast, which I tend to get my guests to speak on, usually towards the end of the show. So you might ask yourself, why self-development? So I'm that type of guy, I want to improve myself every day, like every day, And I think one of the ways to improve yourself is by asking good questions. Because I believe the type of questions we ask will determine the quality of our life. So now I'm very cognizant of the fact that, look, you can't question everything, because then you'll forget to even live and be present. And I also don't think that's just the way to live. However, there are certain questions, depending on your values and your motivations, that you can actually ask yourself to help you move forward. For example, a nice question is, what limiting belief do you have right now? And then you can also go further and ask yourself, why do I have that limiting belief? And whilst we're speaking of beliefs, I've been using belief a lot here. But this is also one of the themes why I want to speak about self-development and the beliefs you have. Again, you can't question everything. Having deep questions and deep conversations can get very tiring. So there's a time and place for that and context as well. However, there are certain core beliefs that I think you can question. And I believe those core beliefs actually drive and that will help you, not even help you, but it's a way you navigate the world, right? Based on your beliefs and how you see the world and how you travel through this journey of life. So I think for me, when you question those beliefs, it's like, in those FBI movies or whatever, it's about putting your beliefs in the interrogation room, putting the spotlight and asking your beliefs, number one, where do you come from? And it's just about going deeper in terms of that. And this is not to say that you're going to discard them, but it's just to understand where they came from and what informed those beliefs. So generally you find that it's informed by the environment, which is comprised of your family, your friends, and where you grew up, and the timing as well. And for me, it's just about being aware of those core beliefs and questioning them. Then you can decide if those beliefs are still true to this day. I'll never forget a friend of mine once actually asked me, Mnotho, how do you feel if your son had to play with a Barbie doll? And I was stunned. And also I was very uncomfortable. And I actually had to lean into my uncomfortability and actually try and unpack why do I have those beliefs about how a boy should be brought up in this world. Because I didn't have the same feelings towards maybe having a daughter and playing with a fire truck or holding a firearm, for example. So it was just understanding that. And then obviously from there, the takeout was there are clearly beliefs I need to tackle. So in summary, on the self-development piece, which is one of the themes, it's actually quite selfish of me to do this, because when I ask these questions, I'm actually questioning myself. And my hope is that when you in the shower, when you in your bed looking at the ceiling, that somehow, some way, those questions might resonate with you and you can begin your journey of self-development.